Wait, is that Mark? How dare you get Becky pregnant? The man has his reasons. I'm always fascinated by these kind of people. Not out of respect. It's just impossible to comprehend what thoughts are going through their minds. Like, dude, why? And you're wondering why people call wrestling fans stupid. That's your answer right here, right in front of you. The man woke up and chose violence. You may say he made a stupid decision. I say he's a hero. A hero we finally got. After Seth Rollins brutally ambushed, destroyed Finn Bálor in the ring, no one helped Finn Bálor. Except for one man, Mark. We saw a hero we didn't know we needed. We saw a hero we don't deserve. All jokes aside, I guess we're all on the same page. I hope so. Some stupid idiot attacked a professional wrestler and got his ass handed to him. Pretty obvious, right? Well, not to everyone. Chavo Guerrero tweeted, "Remember when the wrestlers were tougher than the fans? Ah, the good old days." And the worst take of the year award goes to... Literally everything is wrong with that tweet. First of all, Seth Rollins kicked his ass. That's for sure. Even if he didn't, that's not the point. You're missing the point completely. You're not supposed to touch wrestlers. Let's say the man seriously injured Seth Rollins. That would be your reaction? Oh, what a puss. What a puss Seth Rollins is. A complete puss. Back in my day, we kicked those asses, boy. We did use steroids, though. I know people are idiots. I'm not surprised when I see a shitty take on Twitter. But this one, I honestly cannot believe a guy who looks like a normal human being made a decision to tweet this. All I'm gonna say is Seth Rollins is very professional. He could have easily kicked this man's ass if he wanted to. And it must be a shitty feeling for Seth Rollins. I mean, I feel sorry for the guy. The man is wrestling, trying to entertain the fans, then, a couple of minutes later, gets betrayed by the fans. It's like getting bitten by a dog you just fed. It's not gonna work that way. You need to talk to some wrestling fans as if they're children. Hey wrestling fans, what is going on? This is me, the Great One. In today's lesson, people in your 20s, we are not gonna learn the ABCs. I know you struggle with the D's, but you got ABC right. I'll give you a sticker. So today, I want to talk about something different. Things you shouldn't do. Hey Mark, I know you struggle with not peeing on people. No, can't do that. This is a professional wrestler. His name is Seth Rollins. A very difficult name to pronounce if I say so myself. It may shock you people in your 20s. Mark, don't put your finger in your nose. So, it may shock you, but when you're watching these people perform, performing, no, not dancing, wrestling, you only watch. You may cheer, you may boo. You're not supposed to touch them. Mark, stop smelling your farts, Mark. I'm gonna shock you guys. You're not supposed to touch them in private areas. You're not supposed to attack them. And you're not supposed to kiss them. Yeah, Mark, your summer plan of kissing Bobby Lashley on Raw is not gonna work. That is your lesson today. In the next lesson, I'm going to teach you that you can actually, and this may shock you, you can actually watch both WWE and AEW. So yeah, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Greatness of Raw. Stuff like this really pisses me off because I just can't comprehend it. I can't understand. I'm trying to. I can't. I know quite a few stupid people, but even those people, I can't imagine them doing something like this. But today is all about the goddamn egg. Vince McMahon wants the egg back. He's talking to Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville, and he says, if I don't get my egg by the end of the day, you're gonna hear those two words that quite a few people actually heard before. He didn't say that, but I wish he did. What a missed opportunity. You guys do know I fired like 100 wrestlers this month, this year, and last year, and the year after that. And you two are gonna be next. That would be a very legitimate and realistic threat. And Vince says, whoever finds the egg tonight is going to get a WWE Championship opportunity tonight on Raw against Big E. So the stakes are high. But what I didn't like is that we saw a bunch of people in the same area running around like a bunch of idiots trying to find the egg. Yes, that's where you'll find the egg. Yeah, great job. As if 24/7 championship segments didn't make these superstars look like jobbers enough. Now we got more of this. Since we're talking about the egg, let's get it out of the way. Let's talk about everything that happened with the egg. Sami Zayn says he knows where the egg is. And again, he was hilarious during that promo. I'm not gonna do it any justice. Make sure to find it on YouTube. You know, Sami's trying to kiss McMahon's ass. McMahon is not selling it. So he finally gets Austin Theory in the room. Turns out Austin took it just to take a selfie. Because of all the security, it wasn't possible to take a selfie, you know, in the arena. So he took it back home and took a selfie. McMahon says, that's bold. That's crazy. You had such a promising career. Again, something that he probably should have said to 100 other wrestlers before he fired them. You know what I've just noticed? It seems like I'm in the same room. That's awesome.
But honestly, I like that. You know, you're brave. You know what? I'm gonna give you the WWE Championship opportunity.
And Sami Zayn is disappointed. You know, I brought him back. I should be getting the WWE Championship opportunity.
Shut up. Nobody likes his niche.
Classic Vince McMahon. And you thought Vince McMahon character is done? Nope. This was great. This was goofy. This was silly. This was stupid in a way. I get it, but oh boy was it entertaining. I really, really liked it. Like, in general, I didn't mention this, but Raw was watchable. And for the most part, it's because we got something different and we didn't get many rematches. That's all it takes sometimes. Randy Orton doesn't know where Matt Riddle is, but then we see Riddle dressed as Randy Orton. You know, Randy said, you gotta be more like me, so I don't see why he's so confused right now. That's exactly what Riddle is doing. Obviously, he has Randy's mannerisms. He talks like Randy Orton. But obviously, Randy Orton meant you gotta act that way in the ring. Not dress as me, be me. Randy says, you gotta stop doing that. Too late, bro. I'm hearing voices. This is the best thing in the WWE right now. So we saw Riddle making a Randy Orton-like entrance and he was fighting Dolph Ziggler. He was actually wearing trunks. You may think that it's actually Randy Orton's trunks, you know? That's not the case. For whatever reason, this was actually Drew Gulak's. You just learned something today. Today's video is all about education. We saw an RKO and Riddle won the match. After the match, Randy Orton used Riddle's finisher. Just love, you know, just love, just Randy things. Randy is love. That's the stuff I want to see more on Monday Night Raw. I'm glad they're not on SmackDown because without these two, Raw would probably get insufferable. Becky Lynch actually cut a decent promo. She talked about, you know, that the fans always turn their backs on all the superstars. You know, you say you want new people, but at Survivor Series, you didn't care about any of the women in Survivor Series. Traditional match. But you know what? I agree with you. Nobody deserves to be in the spot that I am. Something along those lines. Decent promo. Kinda liked it. But I guess anything is fresh after these Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch promos. These were horrible. But then we saw Bianca Belair talking about Dewdrop, which is not something I was prepared for. And by God, we saw her facing Tamina. So we see Tamina versus Bianca Belair. Obviously, Bianca Belair wins the match. Natalya attacked her. And, you know, Bianca is confused. But then we see Dewdrop. Dewdrop drops Bianca Belair. And it seems like it's a new faction. You know, I do see some similarities between this faction and the NWO. Then we see Seth Rollins boasting about winning the Survivor Series match, being the sole survivor, and he says he's going to beat Finn Bálor. We see Finn Bálor, and before the match starts, Seth Rollins attacks him. We saw a couple of curb stomps, you know, they fought outside of the ring. So basically, Seth Rollins injured Finn Bálor, which is sad, and I'm so glad we got a hero for the save. And they say that a hero could save us. I'm honestly a bit surprised that this is the new rivalry for Seth Rollins. I was almost sure we're gonna see Big E versus Seth, but I guess everyone has a problem with Big E right now, so we'll see what happens. I guess it's gonna be like a fatal 4-way or a triple threat match at the next pay-per-view. Then we saw Street Profits versus AJ Styles and Omos. I really didn't care about this one, if I'm being honest. The match ended when Angelo Dawkins started using a fire extinguisher, and yeah, pretty funny, I guess. We saw the Women's Tag Team Championship match, Rhea Ripley and Nikki A.S.H versus Queens, Zelina and Carmella. It's quite a missed opportunity that I'm not using a Russian accent when pronouncing names, you know. I'm Lithuanian, but You know, I can do that Russian voice. Rhea Ripley and Nikki A.S.H versus Queen Zelina and Carmella. Yeah, you can leave all the compliments in the comments below. Thank you very much. And you know what? We got new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions in Queen Zelina and Carmella. That was a very forgettable title reign. We saw Cedric Alexander versus Reggie for the 24/7 Championship, and Cedric Alexander won. Then we saw all the enthusiasts, and Dana Brooke won the championship, and she's a woman, so you can't touch her. Something that the fans don't understand, you know. Yeah, I guess this is gonna be the new theme of the 24/7 Championship for a couple of weeks. Yeah, whatever.
Familia, amigo, dom, wifey, Aliyah. That's all that matters to me. Familia, dom, familia. Booyaka.
You know, because Dominik Mysterio felt sorry that he didn't help his father last week against Bobby Lashley. So we saw a handicap match, which was actually pretty fun. You know, I appreciate that we're not getting too many rematches. So, you know, that was pretty entertaining. But of course, Bobby Lashley won the match when Dominik Mysterio tapped out. They're trying so hard right now to build Bobby Lashley. All you needed to do is, you know, may sound difficult, but make sure he doesn't lose against Goldberg. And you effed it up. Becky Lynch made fun of Liv Morgan's career, saying that you're never going to be a champion, you're never gonna touch that championship, you're a failure. I held it last week, come on, wow. You held it. That's not the same. I let the kids hold the championship during Make-A-Wish doesn't mean they're champions. She does have a point. Liv started crying and smacked Becky Lynch in the face. Liv should be the one who takes the championship from Becky Lynch, so make sure to actually build her and, you know, make sure it looks realistic. Aziz and Apollo interrupted the open challenge, said that, you know, one day the championship is gonna be in the right hands, but they didn't answer the challenge. We saw Sami Zayn. He says, yeah, that's a stupid decision in my opinion. Just my opinion, but he accepted the challenge. And dude, if that's not a proof that Sami Zayn needs to be on Raw, I don't know what is. I actually said that during my draft wish list video, that Sami needs to be on Raw. He's that damn entertaining. SmackDown can survive. Raw is 3 hours, and I could watch Sami Zayn talking for 3 hours in character and I wouldn't get bored. So we saw the United States Championship match, and of course, as expected, Damian Priest wins the match and retains the title. Why is Sami Zayn on Raw? Well, because of the egg. That's the reason. And in the main event, we saw Big E versus Austin Theory. Austin actually had right here an opportunity to become the youngest WWE champion in history. We saw Seth Rollins watching the match, and in the middle of the match, we also saw Kevin Owens joining. The match was pretty fun. You know, I do see Austin Theory as the next big thing. Hopefully, if WWE don't F it up. Owens pushes Seth Rollins in the ring. They started arguing. This eventually distracted Austin Theory. We saw a big ending and Big E retains the title. Then we saw big ending to Seth Rollins, and that was your Monday Night Raw. A tease of Big E versus Kevin Owens and potentially Seth Rollins. An okay episode of Monday Night Raw, you know, not the one that actually, you know, took years out of my life, which is always a plus. I think RK Bro and Sami really added to this show, and these three individuals should be on the same brand. It makes Raw so much more watchable. What a missed opportunity not to have Sami Zayn on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, the egg has been found, and it's all that matters. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this one. Click on the notifications, the bell, all that sorts of crap. Check out Great News TV. New videos coming in a few days. The Great One, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.